honestly, honestly, I can imagine since yesterday and before the Champions League finals that was played yesterday and PSG won, I've been thinking and I've been imagining how Kylian Mbappe will be feeling after he left PSG to 2024. The season he left PSG, the last season he played for PSG was the season Real Madrid won the Champions League. 2024, 2025, he was playing at Madrid. PSG won the Champions League. 2026, he's still at Madrid. PSG defended the Champions League. Kylian Mbappe, how are you doing? Bro, wherever you are, if you are in your national team camp, in the French national team camp, how are you doing? How are you feeling? What is going on? What's up? How do you feel seeing a team you struggled so much to leave? You did everything within your powers to, get your ass out of Paris Saint-Germain. They begged you, they offered you money, they offered you, they gave you every power, even beyond some board members, some top high ranking officials in PSG. They give you power more than some people at PSG, and yet you insisted you wanted to leave. How are you feeling seeing Paris Saint-Germain doing this well? How are you feeling, bro? How are you feeling? I was going through your profile. I stumbled on your profile. I was going through, I was reading, I was thinking, I was just imagining a lot of things. Is it football, Football. Should I say that this guy, I wouldn't want to say that he was the problem with PSG, but if you look at the way things happened, it seems like he was the problem, and it's looking like he took the problem to Real Madrid, because at PSG, Kylian Mbappe was so powerful. He was causing a lot of trouble in the dressing room. He was not a team player. He was so individualistic. He was so concerned about his individual awards, scoring goals. Fine, he did well. They dominated in the French league, very much normal. But that Champions League, that holy grail they were looking for, then they were unable to get it. Even when they bought Neymar, they bought Messi, they bought Sergio Ramos, they still couldn't win it. They still couldn't win the Champions League. Is it safe to say that Kylian Mbappe was the problem at PSG? Because there are some players, they are so, honestly, I started thinking, I even had to think about the fact that Real Madrid fans were signing a petition to get Kylian Mbappe out of the club. Who knows? Who knows? Who really knows what is going on? Could Kylian Mbappe be the problem? Because Madrid was so dominant in the Champions League, it wasn't this bad. I am not saying that he's the problem at Real Madrid, but nobody knows what is going on, behind the scene, in the locker room, in the dressing room. This guy is so egocentric, he's so powerful, and Florentino Perez signed him because they desperately needed him. He loved Kylian Mbappe. It's not like the position where he plays didn't have a good player. Vini Jr. was there, he has been there, and he has carried this Real Madrid team. He has won them 2 Champions League titles ever since the departure of Karim Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes. Could it be that Kylian Mbappe is the problem? What is going on? Kylian Mbappe, how are you feeling? How are you doing? I think it's high time you maybe work on your character, you work on your attitude, adjust in so many things, because when Kylian Mbappe left PSG, Luis Enrique said they will be fine. That maybe when he leaves, they're going to win the Champions League. And they've done it 2 straight times. Luis Enrique said they will be fine. The last Champions League finals they played against Inter, they beat them silly, 5-0. This one, they won back to back, and they still stand the chance to win of winning it again. Imagine Kylian Mbappe if he had stayed back at PSG. Do you think they would have won the Champions League? With all his drama, with all his chaos, with all his problems, he's a fantastic player, no doubt. He carries the team, he scores a lot of goals. But then, I feel for the guy. I feel like the guy will be feeling bad. He'll be asking himself questions. Maybe, just maybe, he needs to work on his character. He needs to work on his attitude. He needs to mellow down. He needs to calm down. He needs to, bring down his shoulder, his ego, and try to be more of a team player than a powerful and individualistic player. Kylian Mbappe, I don't know where you are, I don't know, but I know this whole thing, this back-to-back Champions League won by PSG. I know you'll be thinking about what went wrong when you were at PSG. Yes, I know you'll be thinking about that. But then, whatever it is football. I wish you all the best. I hope you win the Champions League with Real Madrid, fulfill your dreams, win the Ballon d'Or possibly, and, get whatever you want at Real Madrid. But then, I think you need to work on your attitude. You need to work on your character. All right. So, guys, let me have your thoughts, your views, and your opinion in the comment section. I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you very much. Peace out.
Football Fusion.